Hey everybody, it's Sasha. I am standing in front of one of 4 new train stations coming to the Bronx in 2027. This is exciting, but there are things wrong with this project. Some of them are fixable. I want to show you where it's going, who it'll help, and what needs to be fixed.
The Metro North New Haven line is one of the most popular train lines in the country. It's basically the local train for the Northeast Corridor, which is the densest stretch of cities and towns in America. But it skips the Bronx. As part of a project called Penn Station Access, the MTA is bringing trains to 4 new stations in the Bronx. That gives them not only a high-speed route to Manhattan, but gives them easy access to jobs all through Westchester and Connecticut. When I filmed this months ago, we were all getting ready for the stations to launch in 2027. Now, they've been delayed another 3 years, apparently because Amtrak, which owns the infrastructure, isn't providing the staff and downtime the MTA needs to do the work. But let's live in hope and go take a look at the stations, shall we? The train travels along existing tracks that had stations on them years ago. The first stop is Hunts Point, a relatively low-income neighborhood which already has a subway station and good connections to Manhattan. The station itself will be in this awesome 19th century station building, which currently has some amazing street art on it, that I'm really hoping they'll find some way to preserve. Hunts Point is pretty built up, as you can see here. There's shopping and apartment buildings. But the real prize is about a half-mile away. It's this, the largest food distribution center, I think, in the world. The Hunts Point Market provides meat, produce, and fish for millions of people, employing thousands, and this stop is as much about getting people to Hunts Point to work as it is getting people from Hunts Point. And you'll see this happening at Morris Park, too. These stops have an interesting cadence to them. Job center, residential, job center, residential. And stop 2 is some really amazing looking residential. Here's the station on White Plains Road. Turn around and you enter Parkchester, this amazing late 30s garden apartment complex that's home to about 33,000 people. Just look at the gorgeous Depression-era art elements all over this place. Parkchester is multicultural and working class with a big Bangladeshi community in the surrounding area. It has some subway service, but once again, this train is about providing faster access to Manhattan and more access to the job centers further north. Ride for just a few more minutes and you'll get to Morris Park. The train here stops on a side street that's right behind a huge hospital and university complex. A lot of this area is still light industrial, and it's been heavily rezoned for thousands more apartments, too. The existing residential in the area is already high-rise, so it's not like this area is losing character. And there's no subway stop anywhere near here. So this stop activates a major job center for people up and down the line and creates a new neighborhood with hopefully some affordable places to live. And then we get to Co-op City. This is the part that really frustrates me. Co-op City is probably the city's biggest, densest neighborhood that doesn't have train access. It can take more than an hour to get to Manhattan from here by bus or subway. The new project cuts that time in half, although at a considerable price. But look at this. Most of the people in Co-op City live here, in massive high-rises. But the train is going in over here. So that means that people will still have to take a set of slow, confusing shuttle buses that shuttle around the complex. Are people going to use this? I don't know. You tell me. But let's enjoy a bit of a walk around Co-op City, though. So here's the train station. As you can see, it's almost ready to go, as long as you're willing to take a shuttle bus to get there. The train station is in a part of Co-op City that's a long walk across a highway from the rest of Co-op City, really isolating it from most of the people who would want to use the train. Co-op City is the biggest apartment building complex I've ever seen, and it may be the single biggest apartment building complex in the United States. It's middle class, it's affordable housing, it's really everything we need. But the transportation issue here is absolutely crap. And so because of the lack of rail access, you have a apartment building neighborhood that is weirdly automotive dependent with giant parking garages.
One thing I didn't expect in Co-op City is this really nice harmony between low-rise and high-rise. Yes, it's all that 1970s peanut brittle architecture, but it gives the area a real rhythm to it that doesn't happen in places which are just the big towers. Hey, anyone need to make a phone call? It's like a horror movie phone call. Who would you call on these things? Once you get to the main part of Co-op City, there's multiple large-scale shopping malls, but they're very isolated from the part of Co-op City that has the train station in it. It's an annoying combination of giant suburban parking lots and high residential density occasioned by the lack of fixed route transit in the area. I think one key to the success of Co-op City is that it is, in fact, a co-op city. This is the largest housing cooperative in the world, where residents are owners and shareholders and join in the decision-making for the neighborhood. For people who hate the towers in the park design, and I'm kind of one of them, Parkchester and Co-op City show that it can really work.
So, thanks for watching. Tell me what you thought of this video, and if you like this one, check out my videos about the IBX and the Queens Link. Let's get more trains in New York.